Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to tear open the 8.8. I don't know what failed, but we're sure as hell gonna find out. If you guys haven't noticed already, it is extremely bright in here now. I did do a couple of the linkable LED shop lights from Harbor Freight. I do still need to do 2 more over there, but I'll do that after the Mustang's out of the garage because it wasn't very fun hanging these with the Mustang in the garage. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Let's take this diff cover off and see what we got inside. Now, I already know there's not going to be no metal. There's not going to be any metal in this differential. The fluid I changed less than 1,000 miles ago. So I'm thinking we're going to find some gear wear that is not good. That would be my guess, but it could be bearing, could be a bad pinion, I guess. I don't know. There's something going on. It makes a terrible, terrible grinding noise. I really need to get this thing rebuilt. I have everything for it. I have Mosier 31 spline axles. I have a B&M nice diff cover with the torque down bolts that hold your carrier in place. I have a Eaton True Track, 456 gears. We are upgrading. The Cobra is about to be a decent amount quicker because we have a 410 in here and we're only 456. So traction might be an issue. I mean, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, and then we have obviously our full axle rebuild kit. We have upgraded GT500 axle bearings at the ends there. They're an upgrade of some kind. Not too sure what the upgrade is, but my buddy got me them for Christmas, so I know they're an upgrade because he told me they're an upgrade. And then we have ARP wheel studs for the track. I mean, you know, mainly just for the track. They yelled at me last time I tried to run this car without them on a sticky tire, so yeah. So I'm going to get this thing popped off really quick. And let's see what we got inside. Let's see how the fluid looks and everything, and we'll go from there. So guys, name a smell that's worse than diff fluid. I will wait. I would rather smell anything but this. This shit is disgusting. If you've never smelled diff fluid, you should definitely try it. It just smells absolutely terrible. So, like I was saying, I didn't think we were going to find anything in the fluid. The fluid actually looks really, really good. Obviously, it's still clean and everything. There's not many miles on it. This diff cover, bolts and everything is going to go in the junk because our new diff cover has new bolts. But if you guys want, I know I have a lot of you on the channel now. I have over 1,000 of you. If you want, I will clean this cover all up nicely and maybe we'll do a giveaway. I could sign it for you guys if you want. You guys let me know. If you guys want to do a giveaway with it, I could definitely ship it out to you. I'll sign it and you can have a memory of the OG Cobra rear diff. The diff that was my first time on the track with. So if you guys want, let me know. We'll do some type of giveaway. I'm not too sure what we're going to do yet. There won't be like an entry fee or anything, but we'll figure something out for that. So let's get this thing drained. And we'll get the little pin bolt out that I believe is actually on the other side. Spin this over really quickly. Yeah, it's right there. So we're going to have to pull that pin bolt. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's called the pin bolt to me. So we're going to pull that out and then we're going to knock this out right here. And then we'll be able to slide our axles in and pull our C-clips and slide them out. I did buy paint to paint all of this, but I'm thinking about welding the axle tubes. So if any of you know anything about that, please let me know. I know you have to like slow cool it or something and you only do like 1 inch at a time, but I definitely want to weld these tubes. It is a weak link in the 8.8 from what I've been told. And we are building the insides to withstand a ton of abuse. So why not weld these while the diff's out of the car? It just kind of makes sense, right? Like just weld them. So if you guys know anything about that, please let me know in the comments down below, because I've never done it, and I know this is like a cast, I think it's cast iron, but I want to weld these really, really badly, so please let me know. Immediately, I noticed this right here. Do you see how that's all torn up, guys? Look at all the way around. It's all torn up. Now, I'm not saying that that is my issue or not my issue, but like, look at that ginormous chunk right there. So I'm not too sure what that is from. I really hope that that's not hitting on something, but like, it spins freely all the way through. I don't feel anything crazy. I did check the backlash while it's still together, and it does feel a little tight. Now, I've done a couple axles myself, and this just seems a little bit like it has not enough backlash, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe the gears are too close together, and that's causing the grinding noise. I'm really not sure. I'm going to continue to rip into it, and, you know, we'll try to figure it out, but I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Even the wear pattern on the gears does not look too bad. I know it's kind of hard to tell in the video, but it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks a little bit out on the outer edge than I would personally set it up. I would set it up more towards the middle, but to each their own. It is relatively in the middle, so I don't really know what's going on yet. So we got the pin out. We got our axle shafts out. Honestly, guys, these things look like they're in mint condition with no issues whatsoever. So I'm not entirely sure what the hell is going on. Just yet, at least. The only thing that I do see is I do not like the wear down there. This is actually has a groove in it. Not very good. Could that have been the noise? Highly doubt it. Highly, 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 highly doubt it. I think we are going to find some bad bearings, a bad traction lock. We're going to find something. That's for sure. We have to find something. Like, we absolutely have to find something. So, I'm going to get these 4 bolts out, I guess, and we're going to keep digging. There's got to be something bad here. This thing was making so much freaking noise. There's got to be something bad. Has to be. Thing to be aware of, guys, is do not mix your bearing caps up for the carrier. That is a big no-no. You want to mark. So I put a little L here. It's going to be hard to see on camera. And I put a little R right there. And then I did the same on the caps themselves. L in the bottom corner there, the right side. And then I have an R on the other one. You want those to go back in the same exact spot. And they also have arrows on them, like so. Those arrows are going to point out. So this is our left cap. This is our left side here. You want the arrows pointed out towards the bolts on the diff. You do not want these pointing at the ring gear. Keep that in mind. Do not screw that up when you're putting your diff back together. All right, so all the carrier bearings actually look relatively good. Honestly, guys, I think I found the problem, but we got to get that pinion out to know for sure, because I just don't know. But I marked the old shims with right and left just so I have a starting point when I go to put the axle back together. But yeah, I think I found the problem, guys. I think I found the problem. So it's going to be pretty hard to see, but I think we have a bad ring and pinion gear. And I say that because some of the teeth on the edges here are a little chewed up. So like I was saying in the previous clip, I think the wear pattern was too far to the outside, and that was causing the grinding noise. Now the grinding noise was just when you were lightly on throttle. It wasn't under load, it wasn't on DXL, it was only lightly on throttle. So typically the gears are meshing back and forth when you're lightly on throttle, because, you know, like you're not putting power through it, but you're also not deaccelerating. So I think that's going to be our grinding noise. I think we have a bad ring and pinion, which kind of sucks because I was going to hold on to these 410s for when this car gets a Coyote in the future, because 456 is going to be way too much gear for a Coyote, but it sucks, man. It sucks. I'm going to pull the gears off and I'm going to inspect them a little bit better, but I think we have a bad ring and pinion. That's what I think failed. I mean, once we get the pinion out, we'll definitely know, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be ring and pinion failure. Pretty sure. But obviously that's an install failure. I did not build this axle, guys. I bought this axle with no shafts, and it just had the carrier, the gears in it, and that was it. And the guy told me it was all set up, blah, 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 and you're good to go. You know, put your shafts in and send it. But clearly not. You know what they say. If you want something done right, do it yourself. This is a prime example of that. So keep that in mind. Let's get this ring gear off, and we'll see if we can inspect a little bit better. So pay attention to the wear pattern here. You see how far out to the left it goes and how it's chipping the inside teeth there on every single part of that gear? That is not good. That's why I'm saying that I'm pretty sure the ring and pinion is to blame. I mean, it's pretty hard to tell. We still got to get the pinion out, but this right here is like flat and everything else is worn. And I know my new gears do not look like that. Interesting. I believe this is coast side, and no, this is drive side, I believe. I don't know. One of these is coast, one's drive. But either way, I don't know. To me, the wear looks too far out towards the end of the gear. Like you guys could really see it right there on that one down there. You see how far out it goes? It almost goes off the gear, which is a little bit weird because normally when I put diffs together, it's normally a lot smaller of a wear mark and it normally sits right in the middle, which is what it's supposed to do. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to keep going. I mean, all we really got left is to take the pinion out. And maybe we could see something on the pinion that'll tell us. But pretty sure this is just a gear failure. Pretty sure. I really wanted some explosiveness in here, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I really don't. But let's see what happens. Let's get the pinion out of her. And, you know, we'll see what happens from there. But I definitely would have set these gears up much different if I was the one to do it. It's just I'm not happy with the way the wear pattern was, and the backlash on this gear set was way too tight. Like there was almost zero backlash, which is not good. You're supposed to have like 0.08. It's very little bit, but it's definitely more than what this had. I could barely like even feel the backlash. So let's get the pinion out really quick, and maybe a bearing's torn up on the pinion. I don't know. I feel like a bearing would have done it all the time, and a gear meshing problem would probably do it just coasting. You probably wouldn't hear it under load. You probably wouldn't hear it under DXL. You would probably hear it just coasting. But I know the rear was making noise because the only place I heard it was in the trunk. So keep that in mind. It's definitely not transmission. It's definitely not drive shaft. Definitely rear axle. It's just finding out what exactly is bad here is the problem. Go ahead, I got the pinion out. I'm about to smack the seal out. Look at our pinion bearings up in here. And I mean, other than that, I guess I could unpress the axle bearings, but I don't know. This is an issue. These things are a pain in the ass to get out, but the pinion doesn't look much better than the ring gear does. It's just a bad wear pattern, guys. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I'm sorry. I know I wanted a big, like, bunch of metal too, as much as you guys, but unfortunately, it's not always a big failure. It's just a really annoying noise. So I'm going to work on getting this out, getting the bearings out and everything. And maybe we'll impress the axle bearings at the ends, right there and right there. And that'll be that. Then we can start reassembly. Guys, well, there you have it. We have a fully stripped Ford 88. Got the axle bearings out, everything. You can see all the way down the tube there. Pinion, races, bearings, everything, the whole nine. Everything is gutted. There is nothing left on this axle now besides reassembly. We are going to be replacing these polyurethane bushings too, because I'm going to be getting new control arms for the car and new rear shocks. We're probably going to go Strange 10-way adjustables, BMR upper lowers. The BMR upper lowers come with those bushings, so I'm going to replace them when I do that. But pretty soon we're going to start assembling this bad unit right here, and definitely getting it nice and quiet where we're not going to have any noise in the back end. Hey guys, those wheel bearings at the end, the axle shaft bearings. They are a pain in the ass to get out, but we got them out. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Next week's video will probably be assembly of the axle, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. We'll see how everything goes, and how I feel too, because I've been lazy lately. Oh well, you know, been working a lot, so bear with me, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw in today's video. Please drop a like up on this video, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends. If anybody's building an 8.8, comment down below. I'll give you all the information you need. I have everything from all data, torque specs, everything like that. But I will catch you guys next week, Friday, 12 p.m. Peace out.
Everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting, that it will never happen, no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up no matter what.